POORNA VATIKA, Chapter 2. Pushyami reveals the secret. Once Guru chooses, he is always at work attuning us. Do not forget the promise you have made. They are the connections. POORNA VATIKA, Chapter 2. Bhattu was deep immersed in a sleep mode, which is actually not a sleep but a Turiya Shaktipat Vidhi, given only to those who are connected to the system strongly. Ketan was a jack of many trades. He could climb trees very fast. He could cut vegetables very artistically. He could decorate any place very beautifully. He could chant any mantra very perfectly. He could dress up quite differently, elegantly from others on any occasion. But he did not know the basic requirements that appease the Guru Tattva. In fact, he must not be knowing the difference between Guru and Guru Tattva. His loud talk, his sarcastic smile, his vast unasked lectures, his knowledge about so many unwanted things in the Vidya blinded his vision. Gurudev had humbly attempted to correct Ketan many times, but he was never stuck to the disciplinary code. This moment was very shocking. Somadatta, Pushyami, Dharam Baba, Gopal Kuti, and many more appeared to him in a different dimension. Gurudev was chanting the Abheri Suktam, which was vibrating all around him, and Bhattu was receiving the secret initiation. He had no words. Suddenly, there was a hand on his shoulder, and Ketan was shocked. It was Pushyami, who gestured to remain silent and asked him to come out of the room. Ketan walked out. Pushyami was angry. Why? Why did you go in? Who asked you to go in? Do you not know that inquiring about other shishyas and analyzing them will disconnect you from your sadhanas? Do you not know that Gurudev will hate you for that? Pushyami almost shouted at Ketan, which he never expected. He could not take someone raising his voice against him. It never happened before. He was under an impression that he is the smartest and worthiest amongst all other sishyas. He was under an impression that Gurudev was closest to him. This is your ignorance, Ketan. A learned Siddha Guru always gains the same impression in every Sishya that he alone is the closest and the chosen one. Of course, you are a very dedicated Sishya, but you always try to judge, estimate and evaluate others. Never compare yourself with others. You will not be given Uttara Vidyas like Chandrakanta Sharma. You will not be able to handle Patala Vidyas like Dasharath or Agrajakshi Bala Vidyas like Lakshmi Das. You cannot decide what you are made up of, what you are destined for. Your chakras reveal the status to Gurudev, said Pushyami. Though he started with an angry tone, he gradually toned down and spoke humbly like Somadatta. How? How are my chakras? Which chakra is weak? Asked Ketan. Pushyami smiled and said, I have no rights to talk about your chakras. Don't you remember what Gurudev said many times? One who is curious to inquire about his chakras is giving away the keys to the stranger. One who talks about chakras frequently, explaining about Kundalini to non-seekers, is losing the power of his own chakras. It is a yogic secret, Ketan. It has to be protected and kept safe. Only the deserving need to know it, not everyone. Ketan had tears in his eyes, but was cautious that Pushyami does not notice it. He asked mildly, "Have I messed it all up? Am I unfit to continue further? Am I a burden to Gurudev?" Pushyami smiled again. "If you were a burden, you will not be in a position to receive this guidance too, dear Ketan." "What should I do now?" Ketan asked in a perplexed mood. "What did you do till now? What mistake did you commit, Ketan? Stop appreciating yourself and feel proud about being unique or great. Self-admiration diminishes you. Others should feel it so. Sit before the mirror and become a wise critic. Investigate deeply and find out the mistake you have done. That is the true meaning of surrender and faith. You become just a speck if you like to learn something truly. You should become an empty bowl if you want some amrit to be filled into your bowl by Gurudev. Whenever you meet Gurudev, you behave as if he is very obligated to you. You behave as if you now know so much more than him. Even if it could be true, everything you have learned and known will become useless and hold you in an illusion. Humility is the only expression of the Shishya before his Gurudev. You should thus wait until the master keys are handed over to you with love and blessings. Guruve Trimurtyatmakam, Guruve Trishaktimayam. Don't come out of your taposthalam until you are called. Stay there. Stop investigating and judging others. We are all under his wings and we can never ever define or judge him, Ketan. The last part of Pushyami's words were commanding and quite dictating. Before Ketan could even respond, Pushyami walked away. He appeared to be flying, not walking, at such a speed. Ketan walked back towards his room. He took a cold water bath, sat down in the corner, and closed his eyes. He recollected his Gurudev's words. Whenever you have any confusion or doubt, when you are unable to take any right decision, focus upon the eyes of your Gurudev. Dive into meditation. When I say Gurudev, it is me. Yes, absolutely me. Recollect my face and slide into meditation. That was a remarkable moment. Ketan was lost into meditation for a very long time. He was disturbed when he heard some external sounds. There was an amazing fragrance coming in. Ketan opened his eyes. Bhattu was seated in the other corner silently. The moment Ketan opened his eyes, Bhattu stood up quickly with folded hands. You did not eat anything yesterday. You did not have milk in the morning. Shall I get you something to eat? He asked. Ketan. Bhattu. Yes, Swamiji, said Bhattu. What is your opinion about me? Ayyo, who am I to tell an opinion about anyone who is under the umbrella of Gurudev? I don't dare to do so. I am here to learn and grow. I don't have the judgment capacity more than Gurudev. And all of them have surrendered to Gurudev. Who am I to interfere into Guru's judgment? Is it not insulting a Guru? I am here to do seva to the ashram. I don't think it is appropriate to judge about others. Ketan was shocked. He could realize Gurudev's words. When Guru wants to convey a message, he will do it in a different way. It is not spoon feeding. Stay alert. Any moment you could get the call. Ketan smiled and said, "Can you get me some hot millet malt beverage, Bhattu?" "Sure, Swamiji." Bhattu went out, and within no time he was back with the bowl of malt. Ketan was spellbound. How did it happen? How could Bhattu do it so fast? Why did he do so? Ketan could not understand. He was sipping the drink and Bhattu left. He recollected the words of Somadatta on the full moon day gathering 2 weeks ago. If you are going deep into the layers of Upasana, you will certainly experience miracles. Unfortunately, many of us cannot identify miracles. Many miracles happen. They consider it as their own personal achievements. They anticipate many more. They consider miracles as miracles when they happen just as they anticipate. But if you have truly surrendered, there is no anticipation. We are just the witnesses. We are mere spectators. My life is full of miracles. In fact, I live between countless miracles, including me and the miracles. I am a garland of miracles. Somadatta's words resounded in his ears. He was lost, gazing into nothingness. To continue.